Hey everyone and welcome to the channel. My name is Ash and I'm here with a review of Gastro Force on Xbox. Now this game was released on the 1st of September 2023 on Xbox platforms. It's developed by Somepx and Inkai Games and published by Ratalaika Games, and I was lucky enough to be sent a copy for this review, so big thank you to them for that. Now, this is a FPS game that's heavily inspired by sort of classics such as Doom, Quake, those sorts of old school, like, corridor-based shooters. Now, the story of this game is a simple one. In the future, colonies are getting attacked by these giant aliens from an eldritch nebula, and they've invaded the galaxy, and they basically eat spaceships fully. They digest them whole, and you play as a role of one of these highly trained Gastro Force elite troopers, and it's your job to go into the inside of the aliens and blast them to shreds basically and kill them. Now, the story for this game is that you are the last surviving member of your team, and thanks to their sort of bravery and sacrifice, you're down to this last giant alien that you've got to defeat. And it's up to you to work your way through to defeat it. So this game features 30 different levels, set out in obviously a corridor-esque fashion. If you've ever played classics like Wolfenstein and stuff like that, you'll know exactly what to expect here. It's 3D with sort of 2D sprite enemies and weapon overlays and stuff like that, but the environments are sort of low poly 3D, and I really like the look of it. Like I say, it really made me feel like I was playing like an old school PC shooter. Obviously, it's a bit more modern, it's got a bit more HDness to it, but it does have that nostalgia sort of vibe in its graphics and its sounds. Now, there's all sorts of different weapons you can use in this game as well. So you start off with a pipe, you get a pistol, you get shotguns, you get rocket launchers to blast your way through a whole host of different enemies. And these weapons can be upgraded as well. Now, the game also features like boss fights, which are really cool. And while the gameplay is a bit repetitive, lots of backwards and forwards, there are secrets to be found in the levels, there are pickups for ammo, health and stuff like that. And there's also sort of like interactable objects, so you've got doors that you can open, there's levers to push with like laser beams blocking your way, there's key cards that you need to open doors, there's explodable barrels, all that sort of stuff. So you can really sort of work your way through a whole host of levels. You can either like rush through them to the end, or you can spend your time literally checking every corner. There is a mini-map you can pop up as well, which is really nice. So that one is fun to do as well. And it also tells you at the end of each mission your time and how many of the enemies on each level you defeated. Now, it's not the longest of games, but it's great for achievement hunters as well. You can get the full 1000 gamer score without even basically having to complete the full game in about an hour, if not less. However, the full game, like I say, there's 30 levels. Each level takes you a handful of minutes, maybe more, depending on how sort of good you are at the game. You can definitely get a few hours worth of content out of it. Now, is it perfect? No. Is it as good as Doom? No. This is clearly an indie game that's inspired by classics, and I really enjoyed it for what it was. I'm not expecting it to be, like I say, a Doom killer or anything like that, but for the time I spent with it, I liked it. It wasn't too bad. Now, there are some niggles, like you catch the walls and it can sort of stop you dead at times, which is annoying. And sometimes it's not super clear where you've got to go, so you do a lot of backwards and forwards and stuff like that. But all in all, it's a fun little game. Now, it's playable on Xbox One and Xbox Series X and S consoles, optimised for Series X and S with 4K resolution, and it's obviously available on PC and other platforms as well. Now, on Xbox, it's priced at $6.99. So, like I say, if you want a short but fun little retro-inspired shooter experience, maybe give this one a try. If you're not a big fan of like classics like Doom and Wolfenstein and stuff like that, maybe give this one a miss, because that is literally the sort of experience you're gonna get. But hit that like button, hit subscribe, and we'll see you soon for more content, guys. Bye for now.